The Health Secretary told Parliament that mandatory mask wearing will return to shops and public transport from Tuesday. It comes as the cases of the new virus variant in the UK creep upwards, with 5 cases confirmed in England.
In this race between the vaccines and the virus, the new variant may have given the virus extra legs. So our strategy is to buy ourselves time and to strengthen our defences while our world-leading scientists learn more about this potential threat.
Sajid Javid also announced that anyone entering the UK must take a PCR test by the end of the 2nd day after they arrive and self-isolate until they receive a negative result. He said following advice from the Joint Committee on Vaccination and Immunisation, booster jabs will be offered to all over 18s, with the gap between the second dose and the booster reduced from 6 months to 3. Speaking on Sky News, a health minister in the morning defended the government's actions and played down any threat of a Christmas lockdown.
And the measures we're putting in place now, as I say, are proportionate, they're measured, while we understand how this works. So I think we've made huge strides forward, and I'm looking forward to a Christmas spent with family and friends.
But some among the public are less hopeful. Memories of the lost Christmas of 2020 hang heavy. Londoners had mixed views on the arrival of new variant Omicron.
Despite hearing news that South Africans say it's quite mild and it's not really a problem, they've named it after what sounds like a transformer to make it scary. So, yeah, I think it probably will massively impinge Christmas, unfortunately.
We've all got children and in-laws that we'd be worried about, so yes, slight concern.
I think we've just got to get on with life. Like, the reality is, it's a virus. We've got to learn to live with it. We're vaccinated. We can't continue to shut down people's lives and the economy.
I think as a precautionary measure, it's probably a good thing, because until we find out more about the variant and what mutations it has, then we can only go by assumptions at the moment, and probably best to go by the worst case.
On Sunday, the Health Security Agency said it had identified a 3rd case of Omicron in an individual who visited Westminster before leaving the country. The first 2 cases of Omicron were identified in Nottingham and Brentwood, Essex. People in Nottingham were mainly concerned about the return of restrictions.
It's becoming a way of life, that's the worrying thing. It's like, when does it end?
It's going to be hard to get used to it again. Yeah, it's going to be rubbish.
People need normality. They need families, they need to see people, obviously safely, socially distancing. But I really think this Christmas now, people's had enough.
Just hope we don't go into another lockdown, to be honest. That's the main concern, just still being able to see family and do the normal everyday things that we've missed out on.
The Health Secretary says the new restrictions will be reviewed in 3 weeks' time. Eddie Aitken, NTD News.